Alright guys, it's John with Chicken Ship Farms coming back at you with another tabletop review. Today we have a firearm from Glock. This is going to be the single stack 9mm. This is a Glock 43, which you would consider your, I would say, subcompact model. Let's see. Alright, with the Glock we're going to get Glock 43. It is empty. Comes with 6-round, actually 2 6-round magazines and a magazine loader here. And we're going to have your slide lock. And this is going to include your manual and a few other things. This is a factory reconditioned Glock 43. Alright, with the Glock, you have 2 different magazines that came with it. You have the flat faceplate magazine and then the pinky extension magazine. Both are 6-round magazines, even with the extension, as you can see on the extension, even though it's hollowed out here, and they probably could have done something a little bit different, maybe gave you an extra round, but they didn't do that. So it is 6+1. Alright, Glock's been around for quite a while, guys. They are very reliable. They have been for a long time. A lot of people trust them. But the Glock 43, a single stack, was something new to Glock. This gun is actually pretty similar in size to the Glock 26, which is a double stack firearm. So one of the pluses with a single stack is, you know, you're going to get a thinner frame, thinner slide, but with that there's going to be reduced capacity, which is the reason for the single stacks is only a 6-round. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these. So yes, it is an easily concealable firearm, but it is going to be reduced capacity. Now with reduced capacity, obviously you're going to have a thinner firearm, but you're also going to have reduced weight because of the less ammunition that's in the gun. But you just need to weigh that out. If you put this up against some similar firearms around this size, would probably be the Glock 26, which is a double stack. Then you're looking at probably, I would say the SIG P365 is probably really similar to this. It's pretty close in size. The new Taurus GX4 is nearly identical in size to this, but the Taurus is a double stack, so it's a little bit wider. Instead of like the Glock 43 with the 6-round capacity, the Taurus has 11-round. So I would also probably put this one up against the Smith & Wesson, the Shield 9. They're pretty similar too as far as the size goes, but the Shield also comes with a 7-round and an 8-round magazine, so you're going to get more capacity there. But overall, here's a Glock. Finish looks good. There is no accessory rail on the Glock 43. The grip texture, there's no back straps, additional back straps for the Glock. I know that the Gen 4 and the Gen 5 Glock 19 do come with them, but the smaller version here, this 43, does not. Has your typical Glock sights. These are polymer sights. Alright, you've got your slide lock here. It's not ambidextrous. It cannot be switched to the other side. That's like most Glocks. The magazine release does switch to the other side, so that is something that is ambidextrous. All right, we're going to do some quick size comparisons here with the Glock 43. And here we have new Taurus GX4. I told you this is a double stack, so it is going to be a little bit thicker. Here you can see Glock has about a 1/4 inch longer slide. Thickness is nearly identical on the slides. You're going to see the difference here with the thinner grip on the Glock 43 compared to the double stack GX4. Now, like I was saying, with a single stack, this is a 6+1 on the Glock 43, and you're looking at 11+1 with the GX4. They both use Glock style sights. They are interchangeable. Any aftermarket sights you can get for the Glock, they are the exact same for the Taurus. Difference is the Taurus has steel sight, well, steel rear, and looks to be a poly front sight, and the Glock is all poly. Grip texture between the GX4 and the Glock 43 are night and day. The Glock has a little bit of the typical Glock grip texture here. Most people that have the Glocks will use a Talon grip just to give it a little more bite, because this is a small pistol. It's very snappy. You got to get a good grip on it. So that's where I think Taurus has done a good job, because this grip is extremely grippy. You don't have to go get Talons. You can get a hold of this firearm just fine. And even for the small size, it grips your hand well. And even though it's snappy, you can hold on to it. I'll take a look at the shield. This is the M&P 9, Shield 9. It is the Model 2.0. This right now has the 7-round magazine in it. There's a flat base plate. We'll do a quick size comparison between these two. These are both single stack firearms. As you can see, the slides are nearly identical lengths. I would give the Glock slide looks to be a little bit thinner than the Shield. And here on the grips, so very close. The thickness here between the grips here, and height-wise is very similar with the 7-round mag. You see you got a little more cut back here on the Glock. This is a little bit flatter here on the Shield. The Shield has a lot more grip texture here, just like the Taurus did on the grip. So it really does hold your hand well. I said none of these firearms have accessory rails. The Glock doesn't, the M&P doesn't, and neither does the GX4. Has nice deep slide serrations here on the M&P. M&P does have steel sights, front and back, and does have the magazine release that can be switched over to both sides, so it is ambidextrous. But now we'll go over some prices here, guys. Glock is definitely going to be the top of the list on price. This gun right now today, you can probably pick up somewhere between $450 and I would say it's definitely under $500. It is one of the cheapest Glocks available, this and the 380 model. So it would fit into the budget category as far as Glocks go. I say Glocks are, they do have quite a large following. People love them. They're good quality firearm. They're kind of plain Jane, nothing special, but they just work. So you can't go wrong with it. Now the Glock comes with a 1-year warranty. So that's something that's going to be a little different than these other two. So remember that. Next, we're going to bring up the Taurus GX4. GX4 you can usually find somewhere, even in today's market, you're going to find it somewhere between around the $330 to $360 range. Taurus has a limited lifetime warranty. As long as you are the original owner of this firearm, they will take care of it for the rest of your life, no matter what happens to it. I've had some experience with Taurus customer service, and I've had them fix a pistol of mine, and I had no problem with them. And that's when they were in Brazil. They have since moved their factory here to Georgia, and I would think that along with their quality control, which seems to have improved, that their customer service probably has as well. But here's the GX4 for around the $330 to $360 range. Here you go with the Shield. This is the M&P Shield 9. It is a Model 2.0. These pistols here have a wide range. You can find them on sale. You can find a deal on them here and there, but most of the time, I'm seeing this firearm somewhere between the $312 to $13 range, all the way up into the $423 range. There's different options you can get. Different people play a little bit with the MSRP and try to get a little more for them. It just kind of depends on where you can find this. On the used market, you're going to find these relatively inexpensive as well. So Smith & Wesson also lifetime warranty on these firearms. So if it's something you're looking for, this might be a great option for you. It definitely fits into our budget handgun category, even as the Glock at its higher price point does. I don't believe you can go wrong with any of these. I would say any of these firearms would be a good buy for you. So we appreciate it, guys. Hopefully we'll get these out to the range and test them out with a few of their like-minded friends, and we'll see if we can keep these videos coming. We appreciate all the support, and we thank you guys for everything. So until next time, thank you.